What's up, guys? Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X.com. How many times have you seen this? No, not me holding a skeleton, although that is unique, but this. How many times have you seen people doing this, or do you do this? Are you rolling your lower back in the gym with a foam roller? If you are, stop. As of today, stop. It's one of the worst things you can do for your low back, and I'm going to explain to you today exactly why that is. Now, the foam roller is a great way to mobilize either your spine or to mobilize soft tissue if you use it the right way, but you better stop right about the level that your thoracic spine or mid-back ends, and there's a reason why. If you look at Raymond here, he's mobile today. I got him off the rack. If you go here and you look at the spine, you've got your cervical vertebrae up here, and then they go into your thoracic vertebrae that go down through your mid-back, and then they go into your final 5 lumbar vertebrae down here. But if you look and I spin them around, you'll notice one thing. What's missing where I'm holding them? There's no more rib cage, right? When we get down to the lumbar vertebrae, there's no more rib cage here coming off of, or at least articulating here with these vertebrae. So it's sitting in here and floating, versus up here, I've got all that support, and that's what happens. When you foam roll in this area here, you've not only got the shoulder blades that can disperse some of that force as you're pushing forward, I'm going to show this to you in a second, but you've also got the rib cage that's pushing back on the anterior push here of the vertebrae. So you've got this counter force, which creates a really stable column for you to be basically able to do whatever you want. But when you get down here, there's nothing supporting it. And when you press in this area, notice the lumbar spine is already angled forward here. It's in this lordotic curve is what they call it. So it angles like this. So if you start pushing into that, especially if you don't know what the hell is wrong with your back and creating that in the first place, then you could be creating a hell of a lot more problems. So let's go down to the floor here and I'll show you why. Okay, so here we are now down on the floor, and we're going to see in action why rolling the lumbar spine is a really bad idea. If we go back a step and we talk about the thoracic spine, we said how it's actually good because we have all that extra support that can disperse that force, and what we can do is help to get extension because we don't have it here. Most of us are too far rounded forward in the mid-back. We don't have the ability to extend, so by dropping our weight over the foam roller, we can get into extension, and it works out perfectly. In the lumbar spine, though, we're already in this curvature forward. That's the natural curve of the lumbar spine. So when I put this in here and I get in there more, it actually could be devastating if you don't know what the hell's causing the reason why you're doing this in the first place. Because why? If you're stiff, if you're tight, and you think, oh, I need to roll it, well, what if you had something like stenosis, which is a narrowing of your spinal canal, and you start forcing yourself into extension? That's a really bad thing to do. Or if you had a spondylo, which is a fracture of one of the side portions of the vertebrae, you don't want to be going into more extension. That's one of the worst things you can do. So all of those things could cause pain and tightness that radiates away in the low back, and you're sitting there rolling away doing exactly the worst thing you could be doing. Beyond that, though, because you don't have that support, even if you tried to do this, your body is naturally going to probably try to resist. So your abs are going to tighten up, everything, because you don't want to go into all this extension. So your abs are going to be basically trying to tell you, don't roll that area, hold on, don't let go, Jeff. And we're thinking that we're doing good things. It's not good. The majority of what you want to try to fix, if it's stiffness, if it's tightness, if it's things in your low back, remember I've said before, don't look in your low back, look somewhere else. Look in your hips, look in your quadratus, look at your glute medius. Those are all things that you can roll out a lot more effectively, way more safely, that can help to unlock whatever tightness or things you're feeling in your lower back. I've got some stretches, I've got some things that we've used with a lacrosse ball. I'll link some of those in the description below, other videos that address those areas. A lot smarter approach than trying to just bang away with a foam roller here. So promise me this, as of today, you'll no longer ever foam roll your low back. Upper back, that's fair game, but down there, don't do it. All right, guys, I hope you found the video helpful. Make sure, this video came as a response to the people that requested this after I mentioned it, in one of our previous videos. If you have any other questions or you want me to cover any other things, make sure you leave them in the comments below. In the meantime, if you're looking for a program that shows you the right way to do things and also tries to guide you away from the things you shouldn't be doing, not because I'm trying to just continue to make a list of things that you shouldn't do, it's just there's a lot of bad shit that people are doing that I think they need to know about, or they're going to wind up doing more harm than good. Guys, you can find it in our complete training program, ATHLEAN-X, over at our ATHLEAN-X website. In the meantime, we have a program selector that we've created, if you click the link below, that will allow you to figure out which of our many programs best fits your goals. It takes just a couple minutes to go through it over there. All right, guys, we'll be back here again soon. See you.